on our way for another adventure. Hopefully this video is not going to be that long, but we're going to take you through our day. We're going to the pool now, driving through an empty site. Oh man, this thing is bumpy here. The pool is in the other direction. Starlink is really popular in this park. 3 people around us have it. It's pretty cool.
Yes.
We're going to be swimming in there.
Yes.
Daddy going 5 miles an hour in this campground. You gotta watch out because they got boulders in here, boy. Well, it's small little gravel. It's not big gravel, but I've seen some little things protruding out of the ground, look like piping, look like it'll pop your tire. But this is a rather nice campground. It's deserty, very deserty, I tell you that, but it's very nice. One thing that I never told you guys, or I may have told you guys, is that I was a lifeguard working at the beach and a pool for about 7 to 8 years in my teenage years. And I did it every summer. I also used to swim competitive for the college I went to. And I competed in club teams and played water polo. So more than half of my life has been spent in the water. Every time I come to the pool, it's like I have to learn how to have fun. Most of the time I just swim and swim laps. Today I did a good amount, but it was good for me. Now see who can make it across first. Battey's in the lead. Let's see if she can keep it up. If she's gonna make it across first. I think she is. Melanie, oh, that's not Battey, that's Carissa. Carissa made it across first. Come on, you gotta come back, you gotta come back. Carissa is winning. Oh, Kalicia's in the lead. Kalicia's in the lead. You almost got it, you almost got it. Come on, you second place. Carissa first, Kalicia second, Grayson third, Melanie came in. So, second prize gets what you want for winning. What you want, Kalicia? Spaghetti. You want spaghetti? She wants an ice pop. What do you want for coming in first? Spaghetti?
Yeah.
Ice cream sandwich?
Yeah. Spaghetti.
Huh?
Spaghetti.
Spaghetti!
Spaghetti!
Weebucks?
Can we have a rematch?
A rematch of spaghetti. I don't like the sweet spaghetti. It's much better for me. That's it for the swimming. We were in there for about 2 or 3 hours. I don't remember, but now we need to go get some lunch. It's one good thing about being here and you're close to your RV. Everything is in the same location. So that's pretty cool. Hot car, but everybody likes it because we just came out of the pool. You guys had a good time?
Yes. I like the pool.
Who likes the pool? Where's Carissa? Oh, what are you doing? Your eyes burning? Yeah. They need some goggles, but they're not going to keep them on. Y'all know how kids are. You all right? Yeah. What happened, Melanie? Her eyes hurt because she was like this looking underwater. All right, you guys ready to put the map on the RV? Yeah. For the last few states that we have to get to. It looks like a lot, but it's really not. As soon as we travel across the top of the US, we're gonna hit most of them. I don't know how we missed Nevada, but we'll try to hit it on the way back. We just went by, so these are the states that we've been through. And then you look down at the map, it looks like, whoa, we have a lot left. So let's put on California. Okay, this is the map updated. We have all of the West Coast in there coming, even that East Coast. You can start up here, Maine, all the way down to Florida, all the way across the western part of the US. That's crazy. The Southwest. This is all the Southwest. Over here, we didn't get up here. This is the Northwest. We need to get all of these. I don't think Thousand Trails is big up here, but it's really big down here. And I have to look at Thousand Trails in the middle of the country. This is the path we took to pick up the motorhome, right next to Oregon. We stopped there in Idaho. Pretty cool. You guys hot?
Yeah, no.
It's hot, California. All right, let's see if this is gonna work. I don't know if it's gonna work, but this pot seems like it's induction. It's old, but let's see if it'll work. So let me cut the inverter on, and let's see. I have no idea. I think I have to put some sort of something in the pot. Let me see. Hold on. We did have to change the pots because it didn't want the other pot on there. It has to have like that metal to hold on the bottom so it can detect that it's induction compatible. We have this rice heating up in the induction cooktop. Let me tell you, this thing is nice to cook with. Since my wife taught me how to make meat and season the meat, I'm able to cook anything now. I'm comfortable cooking. Before I wasn't that comfortable, but now I am. The rice is down there making, the battery is still holding up. We use this on 30 amps and everything works just like that. It's nice to have a cooking apparatus, coffee maker, air fryer without like overloading the circuits. It's real nice. This is leftovers from the dinner yesterday. This induction cooktop, it heats up really, really fast. You know, if you ever get an upgrade in your RV and you can go for the induction cooktop instead of the propane, go for the induction. It works really well. The only problem is that if you're boondocking and you're not using your generator, it uses about 1,000 watts, this small one. Right now we're using the 900 watt feature, but you can use the 1,300 watt for more power, like if you're cooking steak or stirring, searing something. So we got the salad going along too. This is all for lunch. Got the salad over here. We have rice, chicken, and broccoli mixture over here. This was yesterday's dinner leftover. We're going to use this toaster now and move this back a little bit. But yeah, this battery is doing well. This toaster right now is using 11.1 amps. Battery power was at 11.3. This one laying anywhere. That's why he got hair missing. He don't lay on his bed. He'd rather lay on the floor. But if you got a lab, you know how labs are. You can sprinkle it with a little bit of sharp cheddar cheese. That's from Kroger. All right, this is lunch. To tell you what everything is, you have lettuce, just as apples, tomatoes, lettuce, a little bit of cheese. Then you have rice mixed with broccoli, chicken, little bit of barbecue sauce, and you have toast on the side. Nice filling meal, leftovers from yesterday. Can you tell which one doesn't like to eat healthy? You can see it on the face. The girls, they love healthy stuff. My boy don't like healthy. Realize you always have to have a balance. I would rather eat things that are not, well, greasy. I will eat a lot of that, but sometimes you got to balance it out and have some things that are healthy, especially when you're on the road. You can't eat hamburgers and hot dogs all the time, right? Here's Daddy's food. So here's the food right after the pool. Let me put this plate down in my lap and give the taste test. All right. This is food from last night. I wish I would have filmed it because it looked a little better, the presentation from last night. Today I just mixed everything back up, mixed everything in one pot, but yesterday it was separate. The broccoli and the chicken was like in a saucy mixture with white rice. But today we mixed everything in one pot just for the leftovers, and then I added salad and toast with it, but I didn't have any toast. So here is the chicken. Has a little bit of the ranch sauce on it, ranch salad dressing. Mm. Leftovers, always better on the second night. I tell you, anybody that knows about leftovers know that it's better on the second night. Here's a piece of the salad. Mm-hmm. Salad is solid. Right. I'm gonna finish eating this and I'm gonna get back to you. Really, really good. But this is lunch for us. We still gotta make dinner. Have some meat to frosting. But it's cool that you can have healthy meals on the road. We on the road for like a month and a half. We're a month in. Well, July 1st. No, I think we're a month in right now because we left on June 4th. And we right now we like what's today's date? July what? Oh no, we're not even in July. We're almost at a month. So we didn't even hit the month yet because we left June 4th and we at June 28th today. Well, by the time y'all see this video, it's going to be way in September, like September 25th. That's probably when this video is going to come out. But today's actual date is June 28th. So you got to get some catching up to do. Oh man, I would love me some tea. Again, I'm using this Lithium battery. It's a 12 volt, 230 amp hour battery, and I'm using it to power everything. I'm pulling the power from the battery with this Alpha 1500 watt pure sine wave inverter. And as you saw before, I'm powering all of these electronics with it. I'm gonna put a link down in the description for this battery along with the inverter. And if you want a 30 amp connection when you're out camping, this works really good. Struggle if you have a 30 amp connection. You can power all of these appliances using a battery. It doesn't have to be this battery, it can be any battery. I'm just using this Lithium battery. It was given to me for free, but I've been using it for a long time. Whenever we get the 30 amp hookups, I figure out ways of like what I can use and what I can't use. What I don't like doing is cutting off the air conditioner just to make myself some coffee or some tea or to use the air fryer. So I use the battery, and the Noco battery charger is only 10 amps. So you can just plug that in and have it recharging all of the time. And lithium batteries and the Noco is like a float charger. So it will keep you right at that 100% mark without overcharging the batteries. So you can just keep it in, and when you're using your inverter, turn the inverter on, use your appliance, turn your appliance off. You can even leave the inverter on. It's still going to keep that battery around 100%, which is really, really good. Making myself a cup of tea, and you guys are looking at the back here. This is a bed, and this is where we store all of the bedding until nighttime. Grayson sleeps up there, and all of the bedding comes down. And when we conform, when we how you call it, transform the living room into the kids' bedroom, all of this comes down. But the kids' bedroom is a big living space. It's bigger than our bedroom, and we have a king size bed in our bedroom, and their living space is much bigger than ours because they have this whole front part of the RV, front half, middle. It's all of theirs when it comes to bedtime. So it's pretty cool. They have two TVs where they can watch, and we don't care. It's not all electricity, right? But you're paying into the membership wherever you go, or you're paying the state park, so you're paying in for the electric. You can leave everything on, and it's still not going to come out. Like if you're paying $30 a day, if you leave everything on in your house, it's not going to come up to $30 in electricity. It's going to come out to like maybe not even $10. And my whole house and the sticks and bricks, you can see how much electricity you're using for the day. And a lot of the times, it's not even $5 for a whole house. Now think about an RV, which is smaller. You're not going to use that much, so you can just have fun with things and let the kids be kids and have fun. The kids get their ices for dessert, their reward for eating all of their food. And these things are the hardest ice spots when they're frozen to get out. Once it gets a little liquidy, then it's easier to get out. But they're the hardest things to eat when it's frozen. And don't cut off the top and have both of them. You're trying to get the bottom one to the top one. Oh my gosh, that's how the whole thing looks. So what most people do is like you cut off this part, and then you have to push from the bottom to get it out. But to get it past this point here, oh my God, it's like a wrestling match to get it all the way out. So we just cut it right here, and we have it like that. You cut everything off. The amps go back up to 13.2. But we had 110 volts, 13.2. Nothing is coming out of the battery because everything is off. Right. That's the kids with their drinks. Kalisha still with our ice pop. Oh, that was fast. Guys, remember, we have these cups on the SmallsRV Adventure Shop. Check them out. There's a link right below the video. You'll see it with shirts, cups, hats. You may see a lot on the bottom or to the side of the video. There's links. If you press on the shirt or whatever emblem you see with the SmallsRV Adventure on it, it will take you right to the shop. And you can get yourself a shirt, take a picture, post it on Instagram. You can follow us on Instagram, Facebook. We under the same name, the SmallsRV Adventures. And let me see how it looks on you. Or you could just comment on one of the videos and say that you got a cup or you got a shirt. And I always respond to all of the comments. And also can put the link for the Smalls RV Adventure, responding to your comments to our Instagram or Facebook page, where you can get more personable with the family. Smalls RV Adventures. But this is one of the cups. I had this cup for a long time. It's really, really good. My dog sleeps everywhere except where we put his we have like a blanket, and we fold up the blanket to make it very cushiony for him. And he sleeps everywhere except on that cushion. And I'm trying to get him used to sleeping on the cushion. When he was younger, we wanted to put a dog bed inside of his crate because he had a problem pooping and peeing inside the house. And that lasted for over 3 years, where he would poop and pee like in a crate. He didn't care. So after it took 3 years, over 3 years to train him. Now he doesn't do it anymore. But he doesn't like being in his crate, and we don't keep him in the crate anymore because he doesn't pee or poop in the house. He may have a little accident here or there, but once he has those accidents, we will keep him in the crate. And when we leave the house and we're in the sticks and bricks, like let's say we have doctor's appointments, we usually don't leave him out. We'll put him in the crate. But he doesn't like sleeping on the dog bed, like sheets or blankets you put for him. He'd rather just sit right where I am or where my wife is, right next to your feet. And we're trying to get him out of that. That's him right now, where he's laying, and he's always laying on those elbows, and that's where he has the hair missing from. And it's just because he's always laying there. You saw him just jump. My wife opened the refrigerator. He doesn't like that noise, so he jumped. But he's a good dog. He always has to have one of us in his sight. Always, always. And his paws look like that. It's because outside where we're staying, it's all sand. Um, Most of it is gravel, but it's mostly sand um, right outside of our motorhome. And it's no grass here. We in the West. It's like almost everything is desert and sand out here. Sometimes I have a craving for sweets, and I can't help it. This thing it melted a little bit, but these what is it called? Hershey's cookies and cream. Oh my God, it's my absolute favorite. Ever since I was a kid, used to get like the big bar. It was like 50 cents. Now if you go to Walmart or a supermarket or a gas station, it's like $2 for like the regular size bar. This one right here, if you found any candy in this size, it was only about 10 cents back in my day. But like if you got the regular bar, it was 50 cents. Now it's over $1, over $2 for this same little thing. But this is one of my favorite snacks here that I like to eat. So the kids, they're having fun with their laptops after lunch and having good snacks and icy and drinks. What a life, right? Get to go swimming, have food cooked for you, snacks. That's quite the life. We gotta go out probably a little later, but that'll be in another video. Only one adventure per day. That's all you guys can get from us. We can't show you guys everything about us. So it's personal time. You stayed this long, then you guys are the loyal subscribers. And if you're not subscribed and you stayed this point in the video, please consider subscribing. And this channel, if you're new, we travel all around the country when we have time, which is going to be a lot of time now. And we show how we do RV living. We have a lot of fun going around the country, and we try to make this motorhome the way that we live our normal lives. We try to put everything in like if we were in our house, just to keep everybody just entertained, fed, and happy. With this exact motorhome, you don't get claustrophobic. It's like you don't feel like closed in. It has so much space, and you're sitting here on the couch. You don't even want to go outside, and it's like when you get into some of these climates, like where we in now, you really don't want to go outside because it's too hot. And then a lot of the times, like when it's cool, the wind blows. Like I mean, you get these wind gusts that are strong. So if the sun is out and you're in the shade, you're fine. But as soon as you put out your awning, you're fine as well. But the wind gush will come, and it will try to break your awning off. So Most people you'll see, they don't have the awning out. So that's how we are. We just stay in and enjoy everything. We have like video games, like the kids have their laptops. We have video games on every television in this RV. That's crazy. The RV itself is equipped with 3 televisions that came with it. And then we bring along another television. And then the kids have their laptops. So you have video games everywhere. And we use the Starlink. And the Starlink helps us to have what's that internet, flawless internet. I mean, we've never had it obstructed in a way that we couldn't use it. It's always been very, very open skies wherever we've been. And then we have a flagpole that we put it on in the back of the RV that's attached to the car holder. And we also have a stand for it where we can just stand it up and point it in the direction that we want. You know, we have a long cord to like so that we can get it away from the RV so that it have reception to the trees. It can have a clear view of the sky, so a partial view of the sky. And what I'm finding out about the Starlink is that you can just lay it flat, looking straight up, and it will still work. So if you have like a small piece of the sky that it can see, it can chase those satellites because there's so many up there, and you have nearly flawless internet. That was on one occasion when we went out and we had to use the Starlink, and it was an assigned site at Timothy Lake North when the tree fell. If you saw that video, it was that trip where we had a little bit of the sky, and we were able to have good internet. One more thing: if you're subscribed and you're loyal, share this the Smalls RV Adventure. Share this channel with your friends. You know, send the link for the video. Ask them to subscribe. It's great for us and it's free. If your friends don't want to watch, it's okay, but try to get them to subscribe. The more subscribers we have, the better. And some people are timid about getting into the RV life, just hanging out in the RV or buying an RV. You know, they can watch our channel. We're regular people, and we have so much fun just traveling the country. And you can do it like us. It doesn't cost much. We're traveling from Pennsylvania all the way to California, and we only had to pay for one campground, and that was in a state park. We used their campground, and it was only $120, $120, and we stayed there for about 6 days. But all the other campgrounds that we're staying in is with our membership with Thousand Trails, and there's some nice campgrounds. We also stayed at Harvest Host. We have another membership with them, and we stayed at one so far. We have 2 more planned on our trip if we stay on in those. We're trying to look to see our route back, and I realized when we went to Colorado, we kind of came off a straight path to get to California because we went up in the map. And I just realized it today looking at the map that we had to like travel north to get to Colorado and then back south to get to California where we were. And when we were in Texas, we were already south, and we could have just kept going west and reached Texas. I mean, reach California. So we have on the way back, we're going to look at some planning and see if we can minimize the amount of miles that we're putting on the RV because we drove probably 5,000 miles or more. No, we didn't drive five. We drove about 3,000 miles just to get over here because I had 5,000 miles on the RV before we started the trip, and now we're at 8,000 miles. This dog is not out. He is gone. All right, guys. Thank you for watching the video. Please continue watching. We're going to post again in another 3 days, and hopefully you watch the video. I'm going to leave you with a look at the kids and the dog. We appreciate each and every one of you for being loyal subscribers. And if you're new to the channel, welcome aboard the Smalls train, baby. And thank you a lot for subscribing. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. So I see you guys later in the next video. I want to say bye. Grayson didn't even look at the camera. He was like, I'm playing my game. I don't care about y'all. He looked over and said, bye. Battey, you tired? Who won that race in the pool? Carissa won. All right, all right. See you later, everybody. Thanks for watching. Look, he got up. You want to say bye to Mac? You want to say bye to the people? They like you too, baby. They like you too. Yes, I know he needs a bath. We on the road. Bye.